Hello, welcome to Game On, the show that...
Hey, good to have you back. Where have you been?
Oh, cheers, man. I was actually on holiday in Morocco.
Sounds great. Coming up.
New M&S advert betrays the retailer's move into arms dealing.
This is no ordinary dagger.
Sir Ben Kingsley discovers a controversial new way of getting stains out of the sofa.
Time will erase everything.
Breaking news, new IP discovered. We'll have more on the Bulletstorm brewing off the coast of Himlingistan.
First though, it's time to look at the latest instalment in our favourite football hooligan beat-em-up franchise, Gears of War 3. Oh, Gears of War 3.
It launched in 2006. Now, literally over 4 years later, the saga is set to come to a close.
4 years is quite a while.
4 just doesn't sound very impressive, does it? Almost half a decade later.
Don't cry, my love, don't cry no more.
When the teaser trailer for Gears of War 3 landed earlier this week, the obvious question on everyone's lips was, what the hell is the name of that song?
Yeah, as much as we like Heron Blue by Sun Kill Moon,
There you go.
the thing everyone should have been shouting was, hang on a cherry-picking minute, what in the name of Ryo Hazuki's childhood friend Nozomi Harasaki was that?
Yep, above and beyond Dom's new facial furniture, there are a number of exciting new details about Gears of War 3 revealed throughout the trailer.
First, and probably most obvious, that's a woman.
That's what they look like.
Yeah, not all of them carry guns, though.
Yep, the coalition of ordered governments has finally changed their sexist ways and allowed women in the front line. But who on earth is she?
Given the trailer emphasises their brothers to the end, it's unlikely they'd introduce an entirely new central character, and brothers and sisters to the end is far less catchy.
If we had to put money down, we'd say it was Anya, present throughout the series, though until now only in radio communications with Marcus and the odd cutscene.
The trailer shows Anya, if it is Anya, fighting alongside all the old favourites. Baird and Cole are both there, each looking slightly different to their previous incarnations.
Naturally, Marcus shows up, this time in some jaunty sleeveless armour, and he's brought a shiny new friend with him.
Wait, is that
Go on, count them.
1, 2?
That's right, Gears of War 3 will feature a brand new double-barreled shotgun.
Punchy.
Yeah, and that's not all. Check out the weapon Dom gets given when he's on the ground.
Cliffy B pointed it out during the game's announcement. It's actually a pendulum lancer, a forerunner to the chainsaw version with a fixed bayonet underneath. It's basically Gears of War does steampunk, possibly reflecting weapon shortage at this desperate point in the struggle against the Locust.
According to Cliff, the pendulum lancer kicks like a mule, but to compensate, it'll bring in some all-new brutal executions.
Turning to the enemies now, it's obviously hard to miss this giant tentacled thing.
Well, yeah, it's hard to miss anything when it looks like Wall-E directed by David Lynch.
Easier to overlook first time round, though, are these strange crab-like things in the background, which we've certainly never seen before.
General consensus is we're looking at some mutated lambent creatures. We're not certain right now, but we can't wait to find out.
That's about all the short trailer gives us, but happily Epic took it upon themselves to feed us a bit more information. Most exciting of all, Gears of War 3 will feature 4-player co-op.
That's right, for the first time you and your friends will be able to take control of the entire team, blazing through the campaign like never before.
Epic also promises to shake up the way the story itself is spun out. At one point, according to the ever-gobby Cliffy B, you won't be Marcus and Dom at all, but a completely different squad who will play through their own section before running into the Delta Squad we know and love.
I don't get it.
Okay, so imagine we're Delta Squad. Now the game jumps to a different character.
Don't cry, my love, don't cry no more.
Get it now?
No.
Well, you can't say I didn't try. Thanks, Shelley. You're still fired, though. What's much shorter and much worse than a computer game?
Tom Cruise?
No, a film adaptation of that video game.
Releasing the sound turns back time.
Producers, I'll make it easy for you. Stop wasting money on making computer games into films. There has never been a good adaptation, and there never will be.
Oh, come on, you know how it goes. If at first you don't succeed, remake Street Fighter again.
Did you see that?
Well, at least they're not doing that, but summer is on its way, and with the sticky heat, inevitably comes an even stickier slew of blockbusters based on video games.
Would be chosen to become a prince.
Leading the charge with only his sword and his skin piece to hide his shame is Jake
Gyllenhaal. Gyllenhaal.
Larking about in the sand with Gemma Arterton in the big screen, big budget, effects heavy adaptation of Prince of Persia.
That's impossible.
No, unfortunately, it's entirely possible thanks to the man behind such visionary titles as Pirates of the Caribbean, which was based on a theme park ride.
My name is Alice.
Also this season, the Resident Evil movies are back, with producers trying all the tricks to flog some life into the Dead Horse franchise.
They've added another girl, then got the two of them soaking wet. They've given them bigger guns and bigger monsters to kill. And yes, they've even gone 3D.
On top of Prince of Persia and Resident Evil, we have Phantom Ruler, another Mortal Kombat title, Blood Rain 3, Castlevania and Kane and Lynch films to look forward to over the coming months, none of which sound like they will actually be any good, but all of which we will, of course, approach with an open mind.
Then decide they're rubbish. It's not just filmmakers sticking their oar in where it isn't wanted, though, as proven by Kick-Ass, the game. Great film, mediocre iPhone and PSN game. Come on, people, stick to doing what you do best, and for goodness sake, please come up with some new IPs.
Talking of which...
And welcome to IP Watch. I'm Randy McTavish. The Met Office issued severe weather warnings today, predicting the emergence of a rare type of storm next year. They're calling it a Bulletstorm. Nathaniel Lippert has more on this remarkable story.
Thanks, Randy. Yes, after one of the longest winters in recent memory, the people of Britain emerged into the spring sunshine convinced that the worst of the bad weather was behind them. Now, though, it seems they were horribly wrong. Meteorologists EA, People Can Fly and Epic Games have released warnings of bullet storms worldwide next year. The rare, brand new intellectual property spins the story of an elite band of mercenaries, Dead Echo. Two of its members are betrayed by their commander and exiled to the edges of the galaxy. Suddenly surrounded by ruthless cannibals and terrifying mutants, their struggle begins to return to civilization and kill the man who double-crossed them. Epic Games are, of course, the makers of Gears of War, the franchise being gently euthanized with its third and final installment. The first image from the game certainly seems to be in the Gears of War style, but there are some key differences between the two. Unlike Gears, Bulletstorm is a first-person shooter, and the mysterious kill-with-skill game mechanic promises to mix up the genre even further. Details beyond that are sketchy, but IP Watch will of course bring you more as the story continues to break. So it seems the Gears may soon be dead. Long live the Bulletstorm. Nathaniel Lippert, game on, walking gently along the pavement.
Hey Johnny, do you fancy some newly arranged soundtracks and a barrage of new video modes?
No, I won't get out of bed for anything less than frame-perfect internet drop-in co-op.
Oh, that's lucky.
Newly arranged soundtracks, barrage of new video modes, frame-perfect internet drop-in co-op.
This is the trailer for Capcom's Final Fight Double Impact, which in a manner destined to make precisely no schoolboys giggle, promises...
2 legendary games, 1 package.
Final Fight follows Hagar, who is fighting to save his daughter's life, and his two mates Cody and Guy, who you may recognise from Street Fighter 4.
They brawl their way across 6 challenging stages with all the classic grunting sound effects you could possibly dream of.
Magic Sword puts you in the shoes of the hero, a brave warrior who bears the daunting responsibility of cleansing evil forces from an ancient tower.
Sounds like a job for Kim and Aggie. You're accompanied by 8 allies on your side-scrolling fantasy adventure, leading to an explosive confrontation with the evil Lord Drokmar.
Doesn't he play for Chelsea?
Used to. Between them, Final Fight and Magic Sword form a delicious Victoria sponge of old school arcade, one we're only too happy to bite into.
Yeah, frankly, it's quite refreshing faced with all this NVIDIA-enabled hadron colliding Super 3 doo-wah diddy dum diddy doo trans-dimensional whiz-bang McGubbins.
Yeah, take that, Milo, you weedy little cretin. Final Fight Double Impact is available for download now on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network, and will be presented with its Game On Award for Most Pornographic Game Title of the Quarter next week.
2 legendary games, 1 package. Final Fight Double Impact.
That's it from us for now. We're off to write the script for the film version of Frogger.
More gaming gherkins next week. Breaking news, new IP discovered. We'll have more on the Bulletstorm brewing off the coast of Flimlingstan. 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 Of Flimlingstan. Off the coast of Flimlingstan. Of Flimlingstan. That'll do. That'll do.
Okay. Sorry, I just laughed at the idea of somebody being called General Consensus. Yeah, well, it's hard to miss anything when it looks like Wall-E directed by David Lynch. Can I pull that off? I'm not sure I can do highbrow film reference. What the hell is that song?
Yeah, as much as we like Heron Blue by Sun Kill Moon.
There you go.
I just needed to swallow, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Hang on a Southern Fried Chicken licking minute. What in the name of Ryozo Hazuki's childhood friend Nozomo Hasaki? I said Ryozo.
Rio, yeah.
Rio.